Hello everyone, this is Monoxin bringing you another high-definition commentary of Heroes of Newerth. First off, wanted to apologize to you guys. I've been gone for a while. Had my girlfriend move in with me, been staying busy there. Got her office and stuff redone. Renovated the house a little bit, so I've been staying busy. Also been playing some other games and things, but I've always been keeping an eye on Han here. But yeah, sorry left you guys behind. Thank you all for continuing to subscribe. Waiting for this next video here. We're up to 356 subscribers now, so that's just awesome. So thank you all for subscribing, and if you have not subscribed and you're watching this, feel free to subscribe. It is free. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this. I guess as far as bands go, we had Devourer, Pebbles, Sandwraith, Dr. Repulsor, and Thunderbringer were banned there. Thunderbringer being the big tri-lane killer, you know, as he likes to prey on those poor little tri-lane members there, so it looks like they were setting up for a tri-lane. They do have Andromeda and Glacius, probably going to be joining forces. Well, I don't know. They've got Pharaoh there as well, so I'm not sure exactly what their setup is going to be. I would imagine, you know, Nighthound's their hard carry, obviously. Good semi-carry potential there in Bubbles. And Pharaoh is a really great initiator. Meanwhile, on the Legion side, let's go ahead and go over and touch on all of them, I guess. Legion, we've got Flint Beastwood, Witch Slayer, Valkyrie, Voodoo Jester, and the Dark Lady. So going the dual hard carry route there with Flint Beastwood and the Dark Lady. So that's definitely a little interesting there. But yeah, I guess it's... I mean, Dark Lady is one of those that really, really needs a solid farm in order for her to be, you know, the most powerful carry in the game, which she's known to be. I believe it was Empire was the one using her a lot there in some tournaments that made her pretty infamous for being very, very difficult to stop, even against some of the best hard carries there are. But anyway, oh, let me open this back up. I don't know why it does that now. Oh, and I don't have the things on here. One sec, I'm going to pause this. We're back, hopefully. There we go. That should take care of that. Alright, well, I've got my spec UI set up again here now, thankfully. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, the double hard carry, and then they also have Valkyrie, which is a nice semi-carry. Where'd she go? Oh, she's running up here. Pay attention to the minimap, Monoxin. Oh, and I also wanted to apologize to you guys about that last video. I wasn't on the top of my game last time, and hopefully this one won't be quite as poor. I'm still rusty, obviously, as I haven't been putting out quite the volume of videos as I used to. But I ended up having food poisoning after that video, so that put me out of commission for a couple of days, and then I just, you know, decided to lounge around and play some other games, and, you know, etc. So, sorry about that, guys, but we do have a really big gathering here of the Legion teammates. We have, looks like Valkyrie went ahead and decided she's going to go up there and sit and just try and do a little bit of creep blocking. Everybody's deciding to use their loggers hatchets. Oh, and this is the Halloween update, I guess, so we do have the Halloween Kongor in effect here, as he is now Frankenstein-ish. But yeah, this is a game just, it's... I want to say it was it a scrim? I can't remember. Oh, and also I wanted to say thank you to Frederick, who suggested this, sent it to my email. If you have a good replay, oh, we got action going on here. We got Pharaoh getting caught out there, but unfortunately he's not going to be able, or they are not going to be able to follow through on it. As nice use of the Wall of Mummies there, just perfectly blocked off the ramp. They weren't able to follow through with it. You know, he used the Graveyard Stun was used on him, but just didn't add up. As this is definitely a little peculiar to me. Dark Lady going middle there with Witch Slayer. Witch Slayer middle's nothing too surprising to me. Oh, but Valkyrie in a little bit of trouble right here from the get-go. Does have the Ward of Sight out here to catch her on the retreat. Don't think they're going to be able to catch up to her. No, they're not. But she did go ahead and invest into that leap there to give her that opportunity to get out of there. And the Wall of Mummies coming out from Pharaoh. Is Bubbles still sitting here? Bubbles is still sitting here. He's currently 0-0, so I don't know why he's AFK in there. But this is IKEA versus MIM. I forgot to check out the people's names. Sorry, or the clan tags and stuff. So apologize about that to IKEA and MIM, but you guys can look those up and see what we got going there. But I guess Witch Slayer's gone ahead and went top here, and now they have. That is just peculiar to me to see Dark Lady middle solo. I mean, maybe this is something I'm just not aware of, as I am not a famous 5v5er by any means. I do usually play 2v2, as I constantly try and add as a little disclaimer there. I don't mean to say it like a disclaimer, but... And Bubbles is still just sitting here. This is so bizarre to me that he's still 0-0, just sitting here, having a good time. As top, we got action going out. Looks like Nighthound going to go in onto those Witch Slayer. The stun coming out, though, is going to stop Nighthound from getting the kill there, but it did allow for Glacius to go ahead and get the Bloodlust and pick up the kill. That'll allow them to get some extra wards and some other things like that, so that will come into play here in this game at some point, I'm sure of it. As we already see some early creep stacking going on for that Nighthound, which looks like he's getting the nice babysit here from this Glacius and Andromeda. I'm not sure exactly... Oh, they are going to go ahead and pull Voodoo Jester middle here, it looks like. I mean, well, it's kind of almost pointless to have him down there because Bubbles was just sitting in the woods the entire time, and he's still level 1. He was a solo hero in this bottom lane, and he was only up against 1 or 2 heroes, but he just refused to come out of there. That is just so bizarre to me. I don't know. I'm going to have to call foul on that, I guess. I wouldn't suspect... I didn't check these guys' PSRs, but I imagine that this was relatively higher tiered. Sorry guys, I'm a little off my game still yet, but if nothing else, it will at least be a fun match to watch, as it looked like it got to be pretty darn interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out. But so far, we've got Flint obviously winning this bottom lane, 15-9, versus his Bubbles counterpart, which is now up to 3-0. And the top lane, we have the tri-lane going out against Valkyrie and Witch Slayer. They did go ahead and decide to send Witch Slayer up here to try and help Valkyrie out. Not sure how terribly effective it's going to be, as, yeah, the Aurora comes off onto Valkyrie. The stun coming out misses Glacius just by a little bit. Oh, that's infuriating. As, yep. Oh, Glacius picking up another kill. Yeah, I'm sure the Nighthound's appreciating that, because, you know, not like Nighthound needs any gold, so... But, yeah, that's, kind of a little bit, yeah. A little bit of a misclick there, apparently, coming off from him, as that, that wouldn't have saved him, maybe. I mean, obviously, Glacius wouldn't have been there to have slowed him a second time and thrown out the auto attack, so maybe Nighthound wouldn't have gotten the leap off, so gotta definitely be playing a little more weary. They're playing kind of aggressive. They went into the woods there. They do have this one here to keep an eye for ganks. I'm very surprised they did not go ahead and throw the ward out here to block this creep pulling that they're doing. I suppose that's partially because... Oh, and Bubbles goes ahead and dies finally. Apparently to... Hasted Dark Lady, that would do it. So yeah, Hasted Dark Lady running around, running amok, as it were. And the stun gonna be coming out onto Pharaoh? No, he's not. I'm surprised he didn't go ahead and stun. Voodoo Jester, what are you doing, buddy? Don't think they would have got him. Maybe he was just wanting to hang on to his mana. But creep pulling going on up here, like I said that they probably would. And Valkyrie and Witch Slayer are going to duck in here. They know something's amiss. They are going to go ahead and check this out and see what's going on exactly. Unfortunately, they're not really going to be able to do anything. I mean, I keep saying that, but they're not going to be able to do anything. It's a tri-lane versus them, and they are under-leveled by comparison to this top lane. We've got level 3, 3, 4 versus 3 and 2. And, you know, it's just a much more effective combination on the Hellborn side there. So, definitely looking like the Hellborn is going to win that top lane. The Hellborn, or the Legion, is winning the bottom lane pretty soundly, or at least it was. It's 9-1 now for Bubbles, and 31-18, or 32-18 for Flint Beastwood down here. So Flint is most certainly winning that lane, and that is very important for Flint Beastwood, because he is one of those heroes that needs a lot of farm, like I said. Needs to get that early advantage, needs to keep up on the farm for himself. They are going to go ahead and creep pull this again, waiting for it. Yeah, you always want to pull these at like 51 seconds, just for anyone who happens to be watching this that's, you know, still kind of new to Heroes of New Earth. Whenever you're doing a creep pull, and they actually have both of these people doing creep pulls, so that's really really well coordinated on their part to go ahead and do that. And Nighthound, when he gets leveled, he'll be able to come back in here and he'll be able to wipe out some of those creeps and take those down to get a lot of experience and a lot of gold. But yeah, you pull at like the 50-second mark or 51-second mark, and then you just run away, and by the time it hits the next minute, the creeps will spawn, and you'll have a nice little stacked camp there for you. Bubbles sitting at level 4 while up against this Fleet Beastwood who is level 7, and Flint's probably going to do a good number onto him here. He does go ahead and get the ultimate off. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is enough as he takes down Bubbles once again. Very, very unfortunate for this Bubbles down here. I think he had a very poor start. Sorry, I missed that. Glacius going down to the Call of the Valkyrie. Yeah, Call of the Valkyrie. I wanted to say Valkyrie's Light or something, but sorry. But yeah, he goes down there to Valkyrie, so that's good for her. She's always been struggling a little bit up here, but looks like Nighthound is doing a pretty sound job up here. He's 38-7. What do we got going down here? Oh, we have the stun coming out of Pharaoh, but he gets his wall of mummies up just in the nick of time. The stun comes back around onto him, but they're not going to be able to follow up. That was a little misjudgment there from Dark Lady to go ahead and charge in. But speaking of charging in, there goes Witch Slayer, and there goes Valkyrie. 1-2 punch, both in favor of Nighthound, so very well done to that tri-lane up here. As you know, in high-tiered games, a lot of the time you'll just see them stick someone up in that lane that they know is not going to get anywhere, and they don't want to give them complete free farm, but they don't want to farm them, you know, by giving them heroes to eat either. So, I don't know. I figured that maybe they could have done something as far as jungling, maybe, but I don't know. It's just kind of an odd situation they've got going all around here. They've got a 2-2-1 setup as opposed to a 2-1-2. That's not terribly uncommon, but the people that they have in middle are kind of strange, at least in my mind. As the Aurora comes out here and gonna go ahead and scare back Valkyrie and Witch Slayer, which is quite easily obvious because they don't want to be anywhere near that when that's going down. Oh, and Bubbles is gonna go down again. Just saw it. Oh, sorry guys. I'll put up Do Not Disturb. As we got Pharaoh down here doing a little bit of work onto Flint Beastwood, but not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to do anything with that, pal. As shoots out the Tormented Soul there to go ahead and do a little extra damage on the run. Oh boy, and we have Valkyrie. Oh no, wait, who? Yellow died. Oh, Voodoo Jester came up here to try and help out. Oh, and Andromeda getting away with 15 HP, so that's just unfortunate. And Witch Slayer's going to go down here. No, he's not. Actually, wow. Yep, he took a lot of damage from that. Unfortunately, his pounce was down at that moment. Otherwise, I'm sure that would have been one very, very dead Witch Slayer. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and touch on some items here. Item pickups. We have the Iron Shield, pretty typical. On Flint Beastwood, he's gotten his Steam Boots, switched him over to Agility, as he needs all the damage that he can get here in the early parts of this game, since Flint's damage is pretty poor. He does have a really nice attack speed, though, so that's really, I mean, the kind of benefit that he provides. As we got Flint cycled up here to join up with Witch Slayer and Voodoo Jester, maybe they went ahead and finally decided, look, Flint, you know, you're doing fine down there bottom, maybe we need to get someone up here who can handle this tri-lane. My question is Flint Beastwood going to be able to take down Nighthound? And I don't know, they have the exact same HP, and I just think right now at this point the DPS is going to be higher. Oh, nice dodge there coming from Valkyrie, as she managed to dodge the Tormented Soul and everything. Along with, oh, barely missing the Javelin throw as well. But yeah, it looks like Nighthound up here kind of just having to sit out. I mean, they did what they needed to. This is really, I mean, this is actually a good move. They should have done it a lot sooner, I think, if they were just going to, you know, basically, they were trying to keep the lane active by keeping Witch Slayer and Valkyrie up here, but they just were not getting it done. They couldn't do it. They were dying, and they just weren't getting anything done. So now we got Bubbles over here. He's come top as well. Oh, a nice ultimate from Pharaoh coming in onto Witch Slayer. And they are going to go ahead and get that off. Unfortunately, Voodoo Jester was a little slow on the volatile, what the hell is it called? Acid Cocktail? Yeah, Acid Cocktail. I can't remember what it was versus Dota. But yeah, threw out the Acid Cocktail. A little late there. I mean, as soon as Pharaoh jumped in there, I think Voodoo Jester was in range. He could have tossed that out, and I think it would have gone ahead and bounced because everybody came in onto that poor little fella, Witch Slayer there. As now Glacius is going to go down for sure. Nighthound now actually coming in onto Valkyrie. Don't know how wise this is, as he's, oh, just barely going to survive. Never mind. Yeah, that was That was good. That was good. I liked that. As you can tell,